Welcome everyone. Let's make a start to the Inverasana, just sat on our shins, sat on your heels. If you want to, you can have a block to sit on as well, or you can sit cross-legged. Bring your hands to interlace, and then we'll just draw a few circles with the wrists one way, and a few circles the other way. And then just taking the hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers, draw the shoulders back, push the hands down, and then we can wrap the right arm around the back, push the left palm into the right palm, and then just let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder. Get a nice stretch through the right side here. So don't worry, we've just started, just begun. Take a little bit of time. Then you can bring the head back to the center. We'll wrap the left arm around the back now. Push the right palm into the left palm. And then just let the right ear fall towards the left shoulder. Just check in with that, see how that feels. Bringing your head back to the center, releasing the hands. You can rest the hands onto the thighs for a moment. Draw some circles with the shoulders one way. And then some circles the other way. And then drawing the shoulders back and down, back. So just let your eyes closed for a moment. Give yourself a little bit of time just to breathe. So, nice, long, slow breath in through the nose. Long, slow breath out through the nose. Using your breath to bring you into this moment, helping you to let go of all the things that you have to do today. Just be here right now. Take a breath all together, filling yourself up. You hold your breath at the very top. Let's open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Just breathing normally, naturally. And blink your eyes open. Welcome to your practice. So if you push down into your right shin, then you can just lift your left foot up so that you can sit down into that left hip. Reach your left hand as far forwards as you can. And then wrap your left arm just underneath your left shin. Have your fingers facing out towards the side. And then take your right arm up to the sky. You can take your right hand behind your head and see if you can open up the chest here. Let's notice what you feel. It might be a little bit stiff. As you exhale, could you bring your right elbow to your left hand? So you're bending the left arm. See if you get there or how far you get there. And then push your left hand to open back up. Yes, and again, bring the right elbow towards the left hand. And just explore the journey. How does that feel along the way? And then just open it right back up. We're going to do one more of them. Right elbow towards the left hand. And again, you're just exploring the journey, seeing how it feels. And then open it right back up. Release the right hand down, and you can put your left shin onto the floor. Shake that out, so already you might feel a little bit stiff. Right foot flat onto the floor. Reach your right hand as far forwards as you can. And then just take it on the inside of that shin there. Yeah. You can have your palm down or fingertips, see what feels good. Left arm up to the sky. Then you can take your left hand behind your head. See if you can open up the chest a little bit here. As you exhale, left elbow towards the right hand. So you probably won't touch the hand. You go into that direction, and then you're opening back up. And again, bring the elbow to the hand. Just seeing where you can go, where you can get to. Open it up. And then last time, bring the elbow to the hand. And then open it right back up. It's like a big yawn. Release. We're going to bring that right shin back down and then come into your child's pose. So you can walk your hands as far forwards as you like, as feels good. Really reach the hands as far forwards so that you feel that stretch through the sides of the body. And we'll walk the hands over towards the right hand side. Go as far over to the right as feels good. Just breathing into the left side. And then walking the hands over to the other side. Reaching the right fingers as far away as you can. Just breathing into that right side now. All right, bringing your hands back to the center. Come up onto all fours. Have the knees below your hips, hands below the shoulders. Just rock forwards and back a little bit. Start to take a little bit of weight into the hands, into the arms, into the wrists. Do little circles as well. Get the hips moving. Circle it the other way. You can turn the fingers towards your knees. Have the palms flat down on the floor. They might not go all the way to the knees. Just see where it feels okay. And we'll get into cat-cows, right? So let your belly sink down and then lift the head, chest up. And round into the back, chin to chest. And again, letting the belly sink, lift the head, chest up. And then rounding into the back, chin to chest. Last time, letting the belly sink, lifting the head, chest up. And rounding into the back, chin to your chest. Come back to neutral, fingers flip forwards again. Letting the belly sink, lift the head, chest up, tuck your toes under, and then take your hips up and back into your first downward dog. How does that feel there? Through the calves, the hamstrings. We can keep a big bend in the legs for now and wiggle the hips from side to side. Eventually pressing the heels down one by one, start to feel that length through the back of the legs. And carefully lift your right leg up to the sky. You can bend the knee and open up the hip. Bring your right knee into your nose and your right foot inside the right hand. Lower the left knee to the floor. Yeah, and then move your left foot towards the right side. Come up into a little funny version of Warrior Two. Left arm up and over your head, and then reaching up. So you've got your left shin down and your right foot down. Yeah. Left hand onto your calf, and then right arm up and over your head. Feel that space there. Breath in. Good. As you breathe out, bring your right hand all the way back. Your left hand all the way back. Return your left foot. Come back onto your left knee. Right toes to your face. Inhale, welcome to your hamstring. Exhale, fold over the leg. Going to repeat that again. Rebend into the right leg. Move the left foot to the right. Windmill the arms up and over into this little strange Warrior Two. Good, left hand onto your shin, right arm up and overhead. Sink down into that right hip, find space. Good, big circle, right hand comes to the floor. Big circle, left hand comes, return the right foot. Come back, left knee, right toes to the face, so straightening into the right leg. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, rebend into the right leg. Hands come either side, and you can lift your back knee up off the floor. Yep, and then take your front foot to the back. Then I lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog, squeezing the heels down. How's the ankles? How's the calves? Your left leg lifts up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip, checking how that feels there. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the left hand. Okay, go your right knee. From there, move your right foot over to the left side. Yes, now windmill the arms up and over into this little strange warrior two. Right hand onto your right calf, left arm up and over your head. If you can't reach the calf, don't worry. Big circle, left hand comes back. Big circle with the right hand. Return the right foot. Come back onto the right knee, left toes to the face. Hamstring number 2. Inhale. Exhale. Rebend into that left leg, repeating the same thing. Move the right foot to the left. Windmill the arms up and over the head into warrior 2. And then right hand, maybe on that right calf, maybe just reaching back. Left arm up and over the head. And then big circle, left hand to the floor, right hand to the floor, return the right foot. Left, and then come back onto the right knee, left toes to the face. Inhale. And exhale. I'm calling that flossing into the hips. Rebend into the left leg, hands either side, lift the back knee, and then front foot to the back, find the plank. And then lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, try and lift the hips up higher. And a breath out. Let's keep going. Swing the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee and open up that hip. Right knee into nose, right foot inside the head. Lower the left knee. Move the left foot over to the right. Come up to standing in this funny little warrior 2. So wiggle your right leg straight back. Bring your hands behind your head. Lift and open up the chest. As you exhale, can you bring your right elbow towards your right thigh? Definitely not going to touch the right thigh. You're going to find that space. Bringing it right back up, can you bring your left elbow towards your left hip? Good, bringing it all the way back up. Right elbow towards the right thigh. Breathe, stretch into that left side. Good, making your way back. Left elbow towards the left hip. Right elbow to the sky. Good, coming back. Release the arms. Now you can rebend into this right leg. Right hand to the floor. Big circle with the left hand. Return your left foot. Come back onto your left leg, right toes to the face. Now for here, walk your hands back towards your left knee a little bit. Inhale, lift the head, chest up. Now intend to try and lift your right leg up off the floor. So the intention is everything. If it doesn't come off, it doesn't matter, but you're intending to. Belly back, core strong, hover that right foot if you can. Go back down. It might feel impossible, but it isn't. It will happen one day. Rebend into the right leg. Hands either side, lift the back knee. Now we're going to straighten into this right leg, right toes towards the face. If you want, you can bring your back foot in a little bit closer. You can also bring your hands up onto your shins. You can also have your hands on a block. Inhale. As you exhale, take your right foot to the back of the mat so you come into a plank pose. And we'll take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Wiggle, wiggle. Yeah, how's the legs feel after that little journey? Keep going, left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the left hand. Once you get there, lower the right knee. Move the right foot over to the left. And then come up into this warrior 2. So wiggle your left leg straight. Bring your hands to behind your head. Lift and open up the chest. It's like you're doing a yawn. And then left elbow towards the left thigh, right elbow to the sky. Bringing it back, right elbow towards the right hip. Left elbow to the sky. Good, bringing it back. Left elbow towards the left thigh, right elbow to the sky. Bringing it back, right elbow towards the hip, left elbow to the sky. Good, bringing it back, release the hands. You can wiggle the left leg bent again. Left hand to the floor, right hand follows, return the right foot. Come back right knee and straighten the left leg. Hopefully the legs are getting better now. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Inhale, lift the head, chest up, and remember, see if you can intend to lift that left leg. Squeezing your belly button back, core strong, not using your quad, using your core. Don't worry if nothing happens. Lower it if you lifted it. Rebend into the left leg, hands side to side. Lift the back knee and then work on straightening your left leg. Yeah, so again, you could bring your back foot in a bit and then bring your hands onto your shin. See what you feel like you need. Inhale. As you exhale, send your left foot to the back of the mat. And then take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out, lift the hips up, squeeze the heels down. We'll keep going, keep flowing. Right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Right knee into nose, right foot inside the hands. Come up into a high lunge. From a high lunge, you're going to drop the back heel 45 into warrior two. Then you're going to straighten into the right leg, turn the right toes in, bend into the left leg, so you get into Skandasana, right toes to the sky. So, good. Slinky snake your way all the way to the front of the mat, bending into the right leg, straightening into the left, come into a little lunge. Turn the left toes towards the right side. You're on the edge of your left foot, right arm up to the sky. Right hand behind your head, open up the chest. And as you exhale, right hand to the floor, right foot to the back of the mat. Your first vinyasa. Now drop your knees if you need to. Elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra Up Dog, lift the head, chest up. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. How's the legs feel here, guys? Big breath in. Long breath out. Okay, so we'll swing the left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open up that hip. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the hand. So into this little high lunge. Back leg straight, arms up. That's it. From there, ground the back heel, open up into your warrior two. Then you can straighten your left leg, turn the left toes in, bend into the right leg. You can turn your right toes out a little bit as you sink down into your Skandasana stretch. So you might be lower than me, you might be higher than me. Slinky snake to the front of the mat. So you're going to bend the left leg, take it all the way to the front of the mat. Move your left foot over to the left. Your right toes turn towards the left. On the edge of the right foot, left arm up to the sky. Hand behind your head. Then try and open up the chest. Find that space there. Squeeze your inner thighs. Good. Release. Left hand to the floor. Left foot to the back of the mat. Vinyasa. Dropping your knees if you need to. Elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra Up Dog. Take it up and back, downward facing dog. Breath in. And breath out. Keep on going, right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Right foot inside the right hand. Come up into your high lunge. From your high lunge, ground the back heel, open up into warrior two. Yeah, straighten the right leg, turn the right toes in. These left toes might want to turn out slightly. Bend into the left leg, right toes to the face. Feel the stretch of the inner right leg. Nice. Now listen carefully. Your right hand is going to go behind your right leg. Rest the hand on the floor if you can. Left arm up and over your head, pushing the hips forwards. You take the left hand behind your head. Open up the shoulder unless you've got a piece of furniture in the way. Sitting the hips right back down. Coming back. Yes, slinky snake to the top of the mat. Turn the left toes towards the right foot onto the side, right arm up to the sky. Hand behind your head, open up the chest. Good, release, bring your right hand back, right foot to the back of the mat. Your vinyasa. Elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra Up Dog. Take it back, downward facing dog. Breath in, lift the hips up. Breath out, squeeze the heels down. Left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up that hip. Left foot inside the left thumb. Come up, high lunge. Well done, guys. Keep going. Drop the back heel, open up into warrior two. Straighten the left leg, left toes in, maybe right toes out slightly. Bend into the right leg, left toes to the face. So now your left hand is going to go behind that left leg. Push into the hand, lift the hips up, right arm up and over your head. Yes, right hand behind your head. Open up the chest, find that space. Good, sitting the hips right back down. Slinky snake all the way back towards the front of the mat. Heel turn the foot over. Turn your right toes towards the left arm up to the sky. Good, hang tight guys, left hand behind your head, and then open up the chest. Good, awesome. Left hand to the floor, and then front foot to the back. Vinyasa, elbows brushed by the rib cage. Cobra Up Dog. Take it back, downward dog. Breath in, lift the hips up. Breath out, squeeze the heels down. Come up high onto your toes. Roll yourself forwards into plank and take yourself all the way down onto the mat. Try not to let the hips touch the floor first. Whole body touches the floor at the same time. Forehead on the floor. Have your hands are underneath your shoulders, so pinch the shoulders together and then hover the hands off the floor. Reach the hands towards the feet, palms down, try and lift the hands a little bit higher. That's it, forehead on the floor. Float the hands back underneath your shoulders, hovering the hands off the floor. And then take the hands towards the foot of the mat. And then lift the arms up. Bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders, pinch the shoulders together. Put the hands onto the floor, and then lift your head and lift your chest. Don't go too high, because we want to take the hands off the floor here. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Lower yourself down, hands underneath your shoulders, forehead down onto the floor. Last time. Pinch your shoulder blades together, hover the hands, forehead down. Extend your hands towards the back of the mat. Try and lift the hands up higher. Nice long arms here. Bringing the hands underneath your shoulders, pinch the shoulders together. And then extend your arms all the way forwards and try and lift your arms up. Good. Bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders, pinch the shoulders together. Place the hands underneath the shoulders, and now lift your head and your chest up. See if you can come into an upward dog now. Yes, you wiggle your hips closer to your hands. Find that upward dog shape. Try and take your hands off the floor here. I'm I'm joking. Push your hips back into a child's pose. Big toes touching, knees open wide. Reach the arms as far forwards as you can. How does that feel there? Take a breath in. And a breath out. We'll walk the hands back towards the knees. And then bring the knees together. Lay your belly over your thighs. And then let your forehead rest on the floor. So you get a little bit of a different stretch. Breath in. And breath out. Coming back onto all fours. Round into your back. Bring your chin to your chest. Spread out what you've worked there. Now let your chest drop and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Round into the back. Push the mat away. Chin to chest. And then let the chest drop. Pinch the shoulders together. Draw circles with the shoulders one way. So they go up towards the ears, down the back and forwards. And then take them the other way. Just finding, where do you root down to find strength? Where do you find that strength there? Ready for the next flow. So you can let your belly sit, lift the head, chest up, tuck your toes under, and then come up into your downward facing dog. Swing your right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. Bring your right foot inside the right hand. Hopefully you know this little bit now. Come up into your high lunge. From high lunge, ground the back heel into warrior two. Yes, straighten the right leg, right toes in, left toes out. Bend into that Skandasana. Stretch, right leg straight, left leg bent. Yeah. Right hand goes behind your right leg, left arm swings up and over your head, push the hips up, left hand behind your head, open up the chest, open up the elbow. Sitting the hips back down to where you came from, swinging all the way back to the front of the mat, coming into your lunge and then turning the left toes to the right, right arm up to the sky. Now we're going to come into a wild thing. So you can take your right foot behind your left leg, rest the foot on the floor, and then lift the hips up. Good. Take your right hand to the sky. Now this is an option. Right knee to the sky, right ankle on the front of the right thigh, and open up, or front of the left thigh, and open up the hip. It's an option, it's an option. Good. Right hand to the floor, right foot to the back of the mat. Vinyasa. Go with the flow. Cobra Up Dog. That's it. Downward facing dog. So it's a little bit of a new shape. You might not have been in that shape before. So play with it. Don't worry about it. Just play with it. Okay, left leg up to the sky. Bend the knee. Open up that hip. Left knee into nose, left foot inside the hand. Come up into your high lunge. Yeah, all right, from your high lunge into your warrior two. Straighten the left leg, left toes in, right toes out. Bend into the right leg, left toes to the face. Send the left hand behind you, even if you sit on the floor. It's fine. Lift the hips up. Reach the right hand behind your head. Open up the chest. Good. Making your way back. Plunking on the floor is totally fine. Swinging towards the front of the mat. Bending into that left leg. Yes, right toes towards the left. Right hand onto the floor. Left arm up to the sky. Okay, well done. So we're coming into that wild thing. The left leg is going to go behind your right. Push the hips up and then reach the left arm towards the front of the mat. Now here is fine, it's already a challenge. Left arm to the sky, left knee to the sky. The outer left ankle, connect, rest on the right thigh. Opening up the hip, then time. Left hand to the floor, left foot to the back of the mat. Vinyasa, collapse, asana. We meet in down dog, maybe you go straight to your down dog. Once you get there, take a breath in. And a breath out. Lift the hips up, lift the toes up if you can. That's it, if the heels are down, we'll be working our way to lifting the toes up. Awesome, guys. Right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up the hip. And let's bring your right knee into your nose and your right foot inside your hands. Wiggle them in before, until you get there, all right? Lower the left knee to the floor. Release the left toes. Draw your head, chest forwards. Sink into that left leg, left thigh, and right hip. So now we're going to walk the hands forwards from here, lowering the right knee towards the floor. Now your right heel is going to lift off the floor, but make sure your right hip stays on that right heel. Okay, you can lower the right knee all the way down. So you're getting a bit of a stretch in the foot, and the right hip is on the right heel. You can come down to your forearms. Now, tuck the left toes under, lift the left knee up off the floor. And then maybe you can reach the left foot off the floor. Find a little pulsing here. We have done this before. You can be higher, yeah, so your hip can be off the heel. Let's see what you can do. Good. Lower the left knee, left foot. We'll walk our way back. So you're coming back onto your right heel. Yes, good. Nice, guys. Now we're going to come back onto the left knee. Oh, we're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist. So you can lift the back knee up off the floor. Right knee to the right wrist. Right foot towards the left wrist. Pigeon pose. Okay. And tuck the back toes. And then you can walk your hands forwards. You can reach your hands forwards. Do what feels nice here. And wherever you are, you're surrendering into that right hip and the length of the left leg. Now, maybe pushing down through that left leg so you can feel the left hip move towards the right heel. One more breath. All right, release. Walk your hands back towards your shins. Now fall onto your right side. Swing your left leg forwards. Have your heels one in front of each other. So first, right heel is close to your pelvis. The other heel is in front of the butt. Like that. Inhale, lift up tall, and then exhale, walk your way forwards. Sink into it. Should feel it a little bit more in the hip of the leg that's in front. One more breath. Making your way back up. Nice, guys. Lift your knees up. Just take your feet as wide as the mat. Hang on to your ankles. Lift up nice and tall. And then walk your way forwards. Relax your head forwards. Breathe into what you're feeling here. So try reaching your right hand underneath your left arm to catch hold of your left ankle. Yeah, and then just kind of floss your way into this. So you're dropping your right shoulder towards the floor on the right side, and then bringing yourself right back up. You're pulling on the ankle, if you can reach for it anyway. Just kind of pulling on the ankle to find that little bit of space. You might even be able to swing the left arm up to the sky. Yes, keeping hold of that right ankle. Just see where you are with it. Really coming back. So your right hand is out in front. Left hand can swing underneath the right arm to catch hold of your right ankle or your calf. That's it. Just play. Swing. Left shoulder dropping down, lifting back up. Using a bit of momentum, bit of heat. And if it feels all right, take your right arm up to the sky. Twisting the chest towards the right, just looking for a bit of space. Good, and then release. Okay, roll your way back up. And we're just going to straighten the legs here. They don't have to go wide. Yeah, they just go where it feels all right. And then walk your way forwards. Push down through the heels, through the legs. Roll the head, chest forward. So feet on a little journey on the right side and the left. Mustn't forget the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Making your way back up. Just bring the legs to cross again. And then you can roll through. So taking your hands down and then walking your feet back, or however you do it, however you get back into downward dog. So we'll take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open up that hip. Left knee into nose, foot inside the hands. And then lower the right knee to the floor. So we're back at this place. Now you're going to start to lift the left heel up as you walk yourself forwards a bit. Drop your left glute or left hip bone onto that left heel. Drop the left knee to the floor. Keep the weight in the foot. You're getting a nice stretch to the foot as well. Come down onto your forearms. So now harden your right leg, lift the knee off the floor. And then see if you can lift the right leg off the floor. We're doing a few little pulses here. So there is a lot of sensations in that left foot there. You play with it. Good, lowering the right foot back down. Bringing your hand back underneath you. Roll your way back. Now you can lift your right knee off the floor. Left knee, left wrist, left foot, right wrist. Get you in on the left side, wonderful. Come down onto your forearms. Maybe reach your arms out in front. Take a moment, let the stretch happen. Pushing down to the top of your right foot, drawing your right knee on your right hip, towards your right heel. Right hip to the left heel. Find that little bit of space there. Then we can walk the hands up, back towards the knees. Fall onto your left side and then swing your right leg over. So now you've got that right foot on top, the heels close towards each other. Push down to the fingertips, get tall, and then walk your hands forwards. Relax your forehead towards the floor. Breathe into whatever you're feeling there. Yeah. Find that space, especially in that where the right hip now, you should be feeling it a little bit more in the right hip. And then walking your way back up. And lift your knees up. Take your feet again as wide as the mat. Hold on to the ankles, lift up tall, and then walk your hands forwards. Relax your head. You're going to take your left arm underneath your right arm. Maybe catch hold of the right ankle So open and close, dropping the left shoulder, lifting it back up, walking your right fingers further away. That's it. And then take your right arm up towards the sky to the side. Maybe now you can take your right hand behind your head. Try and open up the chest a little bit more. Swing over towards the left. Release. Take your both arms back out. And then right arm underneath your left arm. Maybe get hold of that ankle, calf, shin. Rocking from side to side. Flossing into the hips, into the right side. Maybe left arm to the side and then to the sky and behind your head. Open up the elbow. Good. And then release. So your last time there, walking your way back up, extending the legs straight. Maybe you can take them a little bit wider this time. Maybe your hips can get a little bit more in line with the heels, where you are. Yeah, where do you feel the stretch? And then you can walk your hands forwards. You can stay where you are. Draw the toes to the face, the knees to the sky. Take one more breath. And then slowly come back up. Awesome. Well done. Good. Bring your feet together. Have your knees bent. Reach your hands forwards. And then slowly lower down vertebra by vertebra. We're going to try a different breathing pattern here for our bridge pose. Okay, so hang tight. It's quite nice, I think. I quite like it. Palms flat onto the floor. Feet close to your hips. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Okay, so now as you breathe in, lift the hips up and really try and inflate your belly at the top of the inhale. Keep the hips nice and high, and as you exhale, try and draw your belly back towards the rib cage. Inhale as you lower the spine back down, belly softening. And then exhale. So just try that 2 more times. So now as you inhale, lift the hips up, inflate your belly as much as you can at the top. As you exhale, draw your belly button back towards the rib cage, keeping the hips lifted. Inhale, let your belly soften and lower the spine back down. Once the tailbone hits the floor, then you can take an exhale. Last one. Inhale, lift the hips up, belly inflates at the top. Exhale, draw the belly back towards the rib cage, sucking it up and under the ribs. Lowering yourself down as you inhale, softening the belly. Exhaling once you're there. Good. Take the arms up and over your head. Fingers towards the shoulders, palms flat. Bridge pose or wheels. You're going to inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, draw the belly button back. Inhale, come up into your wheel, if that suits you today. Making your way out whenever feels good. Lovely, feet as wide as the mat. Windscreen wiper the legs. Definitely going to do a plyo pose today. Now, if you're not happy to do a plyo, do a happy baby. Okay, so let's bring the knees into the chest. You can catch hold of the outer edges of the feet into that happy baby shape, or you can take it into your plyo pose. Okay, so legs up and over your head, toes touching the floor behind your head. Take a moment here. Notice what you're feeling. I'm feeling a lot of tension in my spine and my head. I'm trying to keep my weight in my elbows. You're welcome to go into shoulder stand. Bringing the heels into your bum, taking your feet up to the sky. And then lowering the legs back down behind your head. Palms flat onto the floor. And you can slowly lower the spine then, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Soles of the feet together, knees open. Rest the edges of the feet on the floor. Yeah, arms can go up and over your head. Push your feet together and lift the hips up. Lift the hips up. Squeeze the hips forwards. And then lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. You can, once you're there, relax. You can rock from side to side. We've got one more twist to go. We'll bring the knees back into the chest. Now, lift your hips up, move the hips over to the left, and then let both knees fall to the right. Right hand on the outer left leg, left arm to the side. Breathe in. And breathe out. Enjoy your twist. Enjoy it, the practice. Can you feel it in your bodies? Bring your knees back into the chest. Now you're going to lift your hips up, move them over towards the right, and then drop both knees to the left. And then enjoying the twist on this side. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Okay, coming back to the center. You can take the feet to the corners of the mat. You can have the soles of the feet together and the knees open. Where would you like to go? Just for this few moments of stillness and quiet. Eyes closed, face relaxed. You're welcome to wrap yourself in a blanket. You can be here as long as you like. We'll be here for a few moments. Eyes closed, face relaxed, just giving the practice a little bit of time to settle in your bodies. Finding a little bit of space, a little bit of quiet before the day continues. Like the stillness after the storm. Maybe you hear different sounds all of a sudden. Maybe you hear birds chirping. Tuning in rather than checking out. So it's great if you could spend, at least 5 minutes in your Shavasana, but we all have things to do. If you need to get moving, then you can move with me. Start to breathe a little bit deeper. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Do a big yawn, reach your arms up and over your head. Move your body a little bit. Roll over onto the right hand side into your fetal shape. And then come up to seated to face the front. Sit in any shape that feels right for you right now. Arms together, thumbs into your chest bone. Take a big breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Namaste in gratitude to the practice. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you feel stretched, strengthened, ready for whatever's ahead. Have a lovely day, guys.